Hello friends, welcome to the second part of per vaginal discharge. So take home message from last class was that the basic thing which you need to think about in a discharge in a reproductive women based on our statistics and based on our approach. Think about the physiological cause first, rule it off, then you need to think about major thing is yes, yeah, infections. So PV discharge basically rule out physiological cause and start thinking about infections. Okay. Why? Because our stats told. And if you have a specific symptom, for example, postmenopausal women come to you with bleeding, then think about malignancy. Okay. Don't think about discharge there. Okay. It's a tailor-made approach. And if she is a pregnant, a reproductive woman, and if she has an IUCD, think about foreign body contamination. If she is a pregnant woman, if she has bleeding and all, then what do you think? Antepartum hemorrhage protocol they have to follow. Okay. And if she has any other symptoms like leukorrhea, all those things, that is physiological. Then if she has after pregnancy, if she has lochia rubra, lochia alba, all those things are again physiological. So no physiological. This is for postmenopausal women. This is for reproductive women. Okay. So this is for reproductive women. Based on what is the complaint, you need to rule out. So infection. How can you broadly divide infection? I divide like this: sexually transmitted infection and non-sexually transmitted infection. Both are common, but a sexually transmitted infection more common than non-sexually transmitted infection in reproductive because they are engaged more in sex. Nothing much. Okay. So now, based on our statistics, we'll go with our ANAT approach itself. Nothing much. See, no physio, nothing to do with physio, no hormone and things. Something to do with path. So, if you visualize this as uterus, this is cervix and this is vagina. So you can have the most thing 50% of the women you might have it bacterial vaginosis. Okay. This is almost 50% of the cases where you get discharge. Or you might have candidiasis. Okay. Then you might have trichomoniasis. Got it? This is major thing. Then even here you might have endometritis, salpingitis, oophouritis. And if all these are present with fever, then it's pelvic inflammatory disease. This usually comes with pain. So make sure you watch the video of approach to lower abdominal pain as well, so that you know how to differentiate what it is, infection or what. In there also, in that video, I might not talk. See, if a patient comes to you with pain and fever, first thing which you think, even a second year MBBS student can think of is of infection. Correct. So there again the approach will change. So if you have a pain presenting with fever, think of infectious cause if she is a reproductive woman. So now, so this is about vaginal infections. So basically, see, topic was what? Per vaginal discharge. Our basic topic is what? Per vaginal discharge. So basically, localized is what is most common and what we most likely think of is what I wanted to say. Then again, even trichomoniasis is STI. Correct, no? So again, you need to think about all the STI related causes in these conditions also. So why do you think I took up this topic? Just to make sure that you know what is important. This is almost in 25% of cases. This is 12% of cases. All those things. This I think we studied in last class. There is nothing much to discuss in this part today. But what I want to emphasize more is about, see, physiology part. See, normally, if infection should not occur, there should be a physiology which should block it. So what? Every month she menstruates, right? So there is normal flow which can erode the microbial flora which are pathogenic. So that is also one of the cause. And also estrogen hormones, which estrogen hormone and progesterone hormone. Progesterone makes it thick, so it doesn't leave the infection to ascend up. Correct, no? So all of the, even the glands, like Bartholin's and all other glands is also something to do, which produces some specific enzymes or some specific hormones or some lubricants which will protect against infection. So basically you need to know when this physiology is altered. So if you talk about bacterial vaginosis, no, so normal pH is maintained by the normal Dauderin bacilli which is present in vagina. If normal bacterial flora is altered, vagina is altered, then they might come up with all these conditions. Okay, so if normal bacterial flora then pH will rise above 4.5, then alkaline pH. Why? Because this produces lactic acid and keeps our pH less acid, keeps our pH acidic. So only condition where if it's normal, then you need to think about candidiasis. Okay, so you should know the normal physiology well. Even if only this organism can survive in less than 4.5 pH. If it's more than 4.5, then you are making a favorable environment for other bacteria to grow. But in the physiological condition, candidiasis is something which is very important. Most common complaint a typical patient come to with, very much itching. Okay, that is one thing which I need to talk.